Heyo, what's going on? All right, let me that set up here. Yeah. All right. Oh, what's up? Cow says, first. Woo. All right. So we got a lot of stuff to unpack. So we're gonna be talking about new games, right? What is everybody excited about this year? So let's try to rein it in to like only games that are this year, because we could sit here and talk about how hyped we are for like Elder Scrolls 6 or something, but we don't want to be here all day. All right, so we got the question up at the top there. What new games are you excited about? And we'll also just lump in like some gaming news that we've had recently. We'll think about some things that we have here. Well, just any games, not necessarily online only games, But like let's just keep it reined into stuff that's all right. All right. So yeah, like, Cyberpunk, obvious, right? Everybody's psyched for Cyberpunk, I feel. Last of Us Part 2, of course, looking really good. And these are all like coming out together, like at the same time. Let's look. Let me pull up a list of new releases. Yeah, dude, Cyberpunk, like I don't even include it on my list that I'm excited about, or like, whatever, cuz like I just know. Like I don't even include it. I've been doing like a list with a harder difficulty where it's like, okay, here's my list of most anticipated games, but we can't include Cyberpunk because we already know. It's the one thing that everyone and we're all excited about, right? Okay, so we got some things. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, that's gonna be new. Half-Life Alyx is this year, right? Maybe? I didn't really think... Is it really this year? I don't think it's this year. Let me pull it up on Steam. Maybe Half-Life Alyx is this year. Oh, it says March 2020. So that's the VR, Half-Life game. Okay. All right. Hang on. All right. So we're going to multitask a little bit. Let's add to our game calendar. I don't know. I don't have the ability to stream VR. So I don't know how that one's gonna go. Destroy All Humans? Yeah, dude, I remember that. Yeah, okay. Is that this year as well? Dude, is that this year? Get me excited about some things? It is? Okay, hang on. Yeah, hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Hold the phone. Let me pull this up. Destroy all humans 2020. Okay. 2020 video game, THQ Nordic, published, developed by Black Forest Games, will be the 5th installment. Uriah, what's Cyberpunk? Stop it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting when you lie. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm looking at it on Steam. Let me link you guys. Those of you that are Steam boys and girls. God, those screenshots do look pretty good. I could see how games like this, games like that and like Mercenaries, and yeah, could like really succeed. If they ever made a Mercenary sequel where everything's destructible, you know, calling in airstrikes, you know, not really Just Cause, because Just Cause is different. Just Cause is kind of wacky and weird. But like Mercenaries was like real military stuff mixed in with ultimate destruction. Like there was still some semblance of realism. Okay, so Rainbow Six Quarantine is coming in 2020 as well. I'm thinking that's in the fall though. Rainbow Six Quarantine. Okay. And actually, let me link you guys to this. Oh man, I hope this is the right Ubisoft account. Okay, well it didn't bother to ask me. Okay, let me link you guys to this in case anybody's interested. Uriah, I know you're Mr. Beta guy. You can sign up for updates and a chance to play early. Okay, so I will receive updates for Rainbow Six Quarantine on PC. Alright. I think this is one. Didn't I hear Uriah talking about this? I think I heard Uriah talking about this game, and maybe he had some hype. Maybe there was some hype for this game. Let me. Oh, it's gonna do the date of birth thing. Hang on. Let me get you a full-on link here. Dude, why would you have the current year? Okay. No. Okay, whatever. I think Uriah was hyped about this one. Don't lie to me. Right here, Zombie Army. This is called Zombie Army Dead War 4. But this is by the makers of the Sniper Elite games, and they have the Nazi zombies, you know. And so they have a Zombie Army trilogy that's available on Steam, and it's the first 3 games in that series. It's got a lot of replayability, 4-player co-op. You know, it's got all the perks of the Sniper Elite series, but sort of in a really fun like co-op. Not really exactly Left 4 Dead style. I wouldn't say it's Left 4 Dead style, but a little bit maybe. But not really. I feel like it has a different flow than that. But we're talking new game releases. We're limiting it to 2020 just so we don't get too crazy here and getting in with like rumored games and stuff like that. You know, or stuff we don't fully know about. Resident Evil 3 remake, right? Probably coming later this year, probably in the fall. I'm just looking. I don't think we have a date for that, do we? I'll reference oh, April 3rd. Never mind. April 3rd, 2020. I'll throw it in the chat. Resident Evil 3's official website right there. Okay. I said April 3rd, right? Yikes. Okay, so Resident Evil 3 Remake is April 3rd. Cyberpunk 2077 on April 16th, right? Unless something's changed. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I wish someone just had a list instead of... Okay, Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal is... No, it's not. Stop it. It's March 20th? Disgusting. How dare you? That's a terrible idea. I mean, maybe that's enough time to beat it, but... I never finish... I can't finish a game within a month. It's just not doable. It's not feasible anymore. Unless it's very linear and quick, you know? Final Fantasy Remake. What was our final date on that? Was that April 10th? Or has it been delayed further? Because that was the big news today, right? Final Fantasy VII Remake. Right? So it got delayed. Oh, Avengers got delayed as well. I did not know that. Okay. Avengers game got bumped from May to September? Yikes. You know what? That's okay, though. You know what? That's probably for the best. Okay. I'm also sorting out my my games calendar here while we're talking about dates. Okay, so let me backtrack here because I kind of lost. Okay, March 3rd. Okay, April 10th is Final Fantasy VII. Oh my gosh, I like April 10. Okay, so far. Okay, let me delete. Because I literally just wrote down Final Fantasy VII is in March, but it's actually April. April. Okay. Okay, and Avengers got pushed. You know what? Avengers, that's good. Because I want that game to be great. So yeah, nothing wrong with some delays. If it's for the good of the game. Okay. And we have Cyberpunk April 16th. Just confirming that. Okay. Let me see. Let me see what else. Ghost of Tsushima. In the summer, I'm very excited for Ghost of Tsushima for the PS4. That might be one of the few PS4 exclusives that I'm like really hyped about. Because most everything I'm hyped about right now is just, these are just games that'll be everywhere, right? Which is kind of what I like. I like the choice, right? I like the choice, being able to choose anywhere. But yeah, definitely throw in some suggestions if I haven't mentioned a game that you're crazy about. Halo Infinite, that'll be a holiday. Godfall is supposed to be this holiday on the PS5, which is our looter fighter, melee looter, not shooter. Not shooter. Oh, that's right. Flight Simulator is supposed to make a big return this year. I'll throw it on my list because I know that's something I'm super hyped about. I'll just put TBA on that one. I try not to put stuff that we don't know about on my list. Okay, we do know that Bayonetta 3 coming to the Switch at some point. We know Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. That'll be, probably talked about maybe this year. Diablo 4, Metroid Prime 4. Lots of 4s this year. Ghostwire Tokyo, the follow-up from the studio that did The Evil Within. Elder Scrolls 6, no. We're not gonna hear about that. We might hear about it, but we're not seeing it this year. Is Overwatch supposed to be this year? Overwatch Part 2? Is that supposed to be coming out later this year, maybe? I'm down for the campaign, deeply replayable co-op experience. I'm excited about that. Yeah, the Viking game. That's Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2. And is that, I understand right, is that an yeah, it's an Xbox exclusive this time around. Yeah, that looks good. And Hellblade 1 was great as well. So, yeah, dig it. Okay. Okay. 2020. Okay, here's something that's coming out this week. Is anyone excited for, I was looking at gameplay this morning, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? Anybody? We got any takers in here? We got any anime fans or Dragon Ball fans? Goku fans? Goku. I'm a little excited. I might pick it up. Oh, Goku is overrated. Uh-oh. Well, supposedly you're going to be able to play as other characters. They've shown that you can be Vegeta and Gohan and Vegito and I think maybe Piccolo or something. I don't know. You're all about Jump Force? Well, supposedly it's made by the same people, right? That do Jump Force and the Naruto. I forget what the game is called. I can't bother with the names. It just gets a little complicated. It's not a genre I'm in. Imagine playing a fighting game with summoning card game monsters. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't seen too much footage on Jump Force. I haven't checked it out since maybe the initial trailers came out. Okay. It's not really my thing. Like I'll be honest, I'm like right here on anime stuff. Like I like it, but I don't not like it, and I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. So I'm a little excited for Kakarot. And that's January 17th. I'm going to put that on my calendar cuz and I might pick that up, might stream it. I don't know. How did they write this title? I want to get it right. Oh, it's Dragon Space Ball Space Z. Alright, probably not how I wrote it as a kid. Also, there's a really great video of Hoda from the Today Show, popular American morning show, trying to pronounce Kakarot. And she said it, I don't remember how she said it. I think she said it wrong, and then she started laughing, and I was like, that's hilarious. Like, I'm not even offended. If you can't play as Boo, it ain't good. No, I don't think you're allowed to play as the villains, as far as I can tell. This is a single-player action RPG, which is exactly what I've always wanted. I have literally always wanted them to do a Dragon Ball Z, not an MMO. Get stupid. Look, listen, hot take. I'm not an MMO guy. Destiny is fine, but like, I just don't like MMOs. The graphics look terrible. The gameplay is just like, go kill this and fetch the things you get when they die, which I get that Destiny does that too, but Destiny has action, it has co-op, it has other things that lend to it as a genre. So while it borrows from the MMO genre, I've tried to play MMOs, I can't do it. And I hate that everything's oversized, you know, to fit the massive amount of players. They make the buildings really big and nothing's ever to scale properly, and that's why I enjoy playing Skyrim instead of, say, Elder Scrolls Online or whatever it may be. Even though Elder Scrolls Online actually happens to be really good and I've actually enjoyed playing it, it's just MMOs it's not my thing, and it's alright. It's fine. Yeah, Skyrim together, that's a different thing. That'd be killer. Let me be Boo. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty cool. Or maybe they'd have like a DLC or something where you could just jump in as the bad guys. But I'm interested in a single player, you know. They said it's not necessarily open world, it's more like hub worlds, you know? You'll be in a large area and you'll explore that area and collect stuff and fight things or whatever. And then, you know, you go to another area and then it's open there. So instead of just like one massive continuous open world, it's, you know, which is fine. I think that's cool. It seems to look really good from the gameplay I've seen. The fights look good. Seems like it's going to be one of the best Dragon Ball games we've seen. I'm excited. And I've kind of worn away from Dragon Ball, and you know, I've found other anime that I like, and I'm just not a real anime junkie, but I get into it every now and then. I'll dive in for a bit, I'll check out a series or something, and then I'll tap out and I need to go back to watching other forms of media. But I do like it. I do like stuff. It's actually really good. Play with 3 of my bros. Okay. That's a mod, isn't it? Right? The whole Skyrim together thing. I think I've seen it. It's too bad when Bethesda thought we wanted a co-op game. They thought we wanted a open world battle royale, and then they made Fallout 76 and total trash fire. When all they really had to do was just make a solid campaign and let us go in with 3 or 4 players, or even 2. I'd be good with 2. Yakuza 5 February 11th? Interesting. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners January 23rd. Yeah, because here's the thing. When you start getting too many players, the games either start getting too easy, or it becomes less focused on the story and it just becomes a shoot 'em up. So if you think of Fallout with 4 players, you got to find a way to make it more difficult, which means either tougher enemies or more enemies, and then it just becomes, yeah, it's less focused. You lose that intimacy that you get, which is, you know, that's why Skyrim is so incredible, right? Because it's a single player immersive experience. There's not a moment where you don't feel like you're a part of this world, right? And so to capture that magic when you throw your friends in and you get bugs and glitches and you get, you know, you just get the wackiness that comes, you know, the isolation is out. Yeah, it becomes a piss about. And that's why I'm kind of against certain co-op games and certain games going co-op, even though co-op might be one of my favorite genres, because there's nothing I love more than working together with my friends, and that's why I like Destiny so much. Street Fighter V Champion Edition, February 14th, for you You Valentines. When are we getting the talk show? I mean, I've tried doing podcasts with friends and just guests and whatnot every now and then. I think I just enjoy... Right now, I just enjoy solo. Or I just enjoy really talking to you guys more so. I enjoy this format better. Because we can get back and forth really good. And then I can rant. Nobody will stop me. I'm just kidding. Alright. What was I saying? I just said something controversial. Street Fighter V, yeah. Champion Edition, February 14th. Devil May Cry 3 is getting a special edition on February 20th. Interesting. Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. I'm confused, but looks cool. February 25th. Iron Man VR, February 28th. Danger Darren, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. How are you today? We're talking new games. What are we excited about? Keeping it locked into 2020. So definitely offer some suggestions if you have any. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. That's March 11th. I'm just going through a list here in order. Okay, I didn't know we had a date for Neo 2. We have a date? Boy, I'm a little behind on some of this. Maybe that slipped in under the radar on me. Okay, so Neo 2. No, it doesn't. Stop it. Why is everything coming out in March, man? Neo 2 is March 13, is what it says here. Dude, everything in March and April. We're not going to have time or money. I don't have any games I'm looking forward to this year. Are you sure about that, Roostic? Cyberpunk? Will you be the only guy that's not into Cyberpunk? Maybe? Looks good? Oh no. Oh no, here comes a hot take. I hope you guys are ready. Nobody be mean. Alright, Gears. Oh, Gears Tactics. April 28th. Dude, why the hell is everything in April? April 28th. I've been waiting to learn more about Gears Tactics. They went super quiet since Xbox's thing at E3. And they haven't shown too much since. Oh, what's Cyberpunk? What? Are you mad? You're mad about Keanu? Or are you okay with it? Or you think Keanu is a bit much? Punk rock bands in the cyber universe. I'm trying to understand. You're just not hyped, right? Maybe that's what it was. Okay. Right. Okay, so the hype is a bit much. Okay, that's fair. Because honestly, Watch Dogs was the same thing, dude. Like, Watch Dogs was hyped as hell. And it had impossible standards. And then it just fell in really low below the bar. I feel like they also kind of... They showed us a vertical slice at E3 of something that was not possible on current gen software. So, there's that. Using him to force the hype. No? I mean, I think it's cool. It depends. It really depends. I don't know that he was thrown in there as like a, oh yeah, this'll publicity. I think they probably like legitimately want him for some sort of great story usage. Which I think it might have been better if they saved him and we just we just discovered it, you know, like day one we're all playing and then all of a sudden Keanu shows up in game and you're like, what the fuck? Like, the cult following that would bring and that's kind of like Beyonce dropping an album in the middle of the night and not telling anybody about it. Like, that almost does better than hyping it up over years and years and saying, oh, by the way, we got Keanu. But then you wouldn't have the moment at E3, you know, with the you're breathtaking and whatnot. Sam, what's up? Uriah here with the what's Cyberpunk, while he has like the biggest video on Reddit in Cyberpunk. Uriah here with one of the best interviews. What's Cyberpunk, guys? I dig it though. All right. Minecraft Dungeons is allegedly in April. I'll throw it on the calendar. We're starting to fill in the calendar because I'm actually really excited. I'm excited for Minecraft Dungeons. Doom Eternal? Doom Eternal is listed at March 20th. March 20th. The Grind TM. Actually, Uriah, dude, I checked out your video about the PS5 skipping E3, that whole thing. That was good. I like that. It wasn't... I like that you approached it from more of an analytical sense, as you usually do. And it's not like a hot take or anything. It's not like, oh, Sony's skipping E3 because they're the best. Like, you know, like it's a legitimate look at here's what they're thinking, here's the industry, you know, here's the advantages to doing that. It's not pandering so you can get that Sony paycheck, you know. It's you know, it's nice, it's thoughtful. And I like that. I'm gonna link it for you guys, all right? I thought it was cool. You're clout chasing. Clout chaser. But yeah, there it is. And definitely like the channel. You guys know Uriah. If you're here, you know Uriah. We play games together all the time. We chat. Cloud chaser. But I like it. I like that stuff. So it was unique, you know? You get a lot of people's different opinions, and I enjoyed that. Enjoyed that a lot. Maneater. The game about the shark. May 22nd. I'm putting that on the list. You know that's going to be fun. That's going to be the Untitled Goose Game of 2020. Is Maneater. All one word. May 22nd. That's the shark game. Where you play as a shark and you eat humans. Marvel's Avengers, okay, it says September 4th. I'll put that as a tentative date. Put that as a tentative date here. Alright. Starting to fill in my calendar here. System Shock? Was there a System Shock announcement? People are saying that's in Q1 of 2020. System Shock. Interesting. I'm Dying Light 2. I'm not gonna say anything until, honestly, we've been hearing that Dying Light 2 has been coming for like the past, I don't know, like 10 years or something. You know, it's like if they don't come out with it, it's gonna be a Duke Nukem problem, you know? Where it just comes out and it's like kind of underwhelms us or something. Okay. There's a couple games I don't see dates for, which is the mob-based, I don't know, it's like a... It's called Empire of Sin. It's like a city builder or like a war. It's kind of like an RTS. I don't know. Like that. Darwin Project? Yeah, that's been on, if that's the one I'm thinking, yeah, that's been on Xbox for a while, in beta, right? I'm not a BR guy though. But I'll tell you what, I've watched stuff and it does look interesting. I'm not hating. You got it downloaded? Scavengers Studio. Uh-oh. Remember that game Scavengers? Hey, I'm gonna cry if Scavengers comes out and like it totally, you know, before release it makes some epic turnaround. I wouldn't be mad at all. I'll take the L if we're wrong about that one. Streets of Rage 4 also doesn't have a release date at this moment, so I'm just gonna list that as TBA. Don't remind me, I want to forget about it. The whole time we were playing that, you were like, I want to play Destiny. Like, hey guys, you want to just pack this up and play Destiny? And it was like the one match where we actually didn't get kicked and we all had good guns and stuff and we were starting to like, you know, get into the game, but the game was still like really rough. Really rough. Like really rough. Like really, really rough. Okay. I think that's a list. So let me share with you my hype list and we'll go in order from the start of 2020. This is just what I'm planning on probably buying at some point. All right. Might stream it if at all possible. All right. You gone back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I think because of all the games that are just exploding this year. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit much and it's kind of nice to just like sink into what you know, which is kind of what we did with Destiny and Division 2 for a while. We kind of just sunk into our hole and just looked at games as they passed by. I don't have your budget, so I like review copies. Dude. Killer. That would be killer. Alright, so here's what I'm looking at. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is on January 17th. That's 3 days from now. Neo 2, March 13th. I need to finish Neo 1. We've been streaming it a long time ago. I have it on PS4 and PC. But I think we started our playthrough on PS4. So. Half-Life Alyx. I don't have a VR setup. But I'm going to keep my eye on that one. And I don't really want a VR setup. I'm kind of one of those guys. I'd rather wait for the tech to be a little less beta. I don't want to pay $1,000 for something that's going to be dated in like 3 years. My budget's not that expendable. Doom Eternal, March 20th. I'm game. Resident Evil 3 Remake. Probably my game of the year. Not counting Cyberpunk. April 3rd. It's gonna be a tough year thinking about game of the year, right? Like Resident Evil 3, if it's half as good as Resident Evil 2. Jeez. Alright. Final Fantasy VII Remake was just delayed to April 10th, so I got it on the list. Cyberpunk 2077, April 16th. So I imagine I will play Final Fantasy VII for about 5 days before it falls off my schedule forever. Gears Tactics, April 28th, which this is Gears of War, but, you know, as a strategy, squad-based, you know, maybe not squad-based. Maybe they can let you command more, but it seems like it's condensed to firefights, you know, like more like XCOM or something. Minecraft Dungeons in April. Kind of our Diablo version of Minecraft. Looks really cool. Looks very approachable. I like that. Maneater, the game where you just play as a shark and eat people. Open worldish. May 22nd. Last of Us Part 2 Collector's Edition. Got that pre-ordered May 29th. Ghost of Tsushima is allegedly this summer. Marvel's Avengers has been delayed to September 4th. I'm very hyped about that. Halo Infinite is in the holidays. We'll be excited for that. Flight Simulator, Empire of Sin, and Streets of Rage 4 are all to be announced. So that's my list so far. You know, there might be some additions here and there, and we'll shuffle the dates around, but you know, looking at everything, March and April, I'm gonna need to keep a couple $100 saved for those months, depending on how things go. So Nioh 2, March 13th. Maybe we need to get Nioh back in our schedule. I was doing a playthrough of Nioh last year, but we just never really got it off the ground, you know? And I was doing some of it solo as well, but when I could, I was doing a little co-op. Nioh's really good, and I know it was free a while back on the PlayStation's Plus program. And it's spectacular on PC as well. I enjoyed Nioh more than Dark Souls because it's a little more fast-paced, and I like that. And I also, you know, Sekiro came out and sort of, you know, ripped a little bit from Nioh. And I like Sekiro as well. I plan to finish that. But yeah, Nioh just feels really fast and really different, and it just kind of shook up the whole genre, and I have to applaud that a lot. And the fact that the story is more presented, you know, I don't have time for games that aren't gonna, you know, you don't have to spoon feed the story, but I mean, when you hide it so deep that I'm never gonna find it, you know, that's not good. Don't do that to me. It's not good. But yeah, if anyone else has any final recommendations of games or just stuff they're excited about for 2020 gaming wise, I'm planning on probably picking up the Xbox Series X, the PS5 maybe as well. I mean, I'll probably get it eventually, but it's I gotta have more games that I'm hyped about, and so far it's like there's that one game that's kind of looter fighter, okay. But, I mean, I need concrete stuff, because PS4, there's probably maybe a dozen games that I bought for that console. It's like, I really just get the exclusives. And while the exclusives are incredible, I like my PC now. I'm hooked on that. But I still like my Xbox. I still like my consoles. And I like having everything and being able to not miss out on certain games because I have, you know, I'll have the Switch when there's good games for that. I'll have the PS4 when there's good games for that. Got the Xbox when there's good games for that, you know, and I got the PC when there's exclusives over there. So, elitist. Elitist. But yeah, lots of games. Not forgetting my origins in the console world. And you know, we did it this year. We got our dream guitar that we been drooling over for probably past 6 months or more. I sat here and looked at this American Performer Strat, the Honey Burst Stratocaster. I mean, now it's almost time to start looking at... I know I have an acoustic that I'm really excited to work on. The overclock is going well. Yeah, but I'm not full-on elitist. I'm not like a keyboard, you know, keyboard and mouse is the best. You know, like, I haven't gone full, you know, console hater. So, I think it's good that I was raised with the console origins so that I still respect my upbringing, you know? And I like having my controller on my PC. Yet. Keyword Y-E-D. Yeah, the GPU... Uriah did a GPU overclock, and he's been rocking Destiny at some killer specs. And doing that 1080. Playing it at 1080, and that's been cool. Don't show me things like this. Don't show me. Don't show me things like that. Beautiful. Okay, you can't really see it. But it's arch top with F-holes in it. You know, just a big body, nasty jazz guitar. Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna put a fold on that page. That's what an elitist in denial sounds like. I still like my origins. I still appreciate where I came from. What politicians say. I grew up just like you. I worked hard every day. Hey, at least I know what I am, right? Hey? No, I'm just kidding. All right. What else we got here? Yeah, those are rad. I gotta work on the music setup. We will probably do some music streams in the future. But yeah, we got some work to do. I got a new, so I don't think I've announced this. Maybe I have, but I did get a new DAW, which is made by PreSonus. That's the Studio One Artist 4, or maybe the 4 is after. Studio One 4 Artist Edition, which Artist is like the cheapest edition other than the free trial edition, which is fine. Like, I just want to dip my feet in. I used Studio One 3, and it was good. But I need to step up to what's new, and I need to learn how all this stuff works. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Back in the day, I always wanted a Gretsch. Here's a Gretsch, for example. This orange one right here. Kind of terrible. I could pull it up on the interwebs, but I don't know. I just had this catalog nearby, and basically what I did was I just looked at the Fender American guitar like literally every day for like 6 months. This was on my nightstand or on my desk, and I would just look at this same catalog, and it has like a permanent fold where it was folded open to this page for so long. I actually got to play on one of these, and it was a legit Telecaster from the 70s. Not that one. This one right there. That's a Telecaster with an F-hole. So it's a Fender thin line Telecaster, and they probably, this one goes for $1,000, but yeah, the one I played was probably worth even more than that. It just came into my path, and it was pretty neat. Oh, Raging Girl, welcome to the stream. How are you today? So I don't know. We got that Taylor to look at next, but I'm doing payments on the Strat for now, which is not bad. They put me on like $48 a month for 2 years, no interest. But I mean, I could probably pay it off quicker than that, honestly. Because I've got, you know, Christmas money, Christmas bonus, all that stuff. And then I got paychecks, you know, coming in, gigs lined up, gig money from January and December. So we're just sitting. We're just sitting and waiting and watching what's going on. But yeah, we're talking about games that we're excited about. We'll probably wrap that here in a bit. So get your any last thoughts or submissions, get those in. And I've updated the game calendar. All right. Anything else? Coffee time, dude. Also, guys, I don't know. Some of you may not have made it by for the stream yesterday, but let me show you what's new. We got something new. We have a new emote. Will be approved, you know, soon. And there it is. And that's coming soon. I'll check on Twitch right now. See what the... I don't think anything's happened yet on it. Yeah, I think I did submit it. Yeah, it's still pending. As we thought. It has been submitted. Will I play Visage? Yeah. I actually have that. Alright, let me... But yeah, it's a cool emote, and I'm excited. I like it. It's very well done. Is that with the... Yeah, I think that's the right one. I think it is. Let me take a look. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will at some point. I've picked it up, and I was gonna play it in October, but a lot of other people were playing it, and I kind of didn't want to get caught in the wash of just everybody playing the same game and, you know, whatever. But I think at some point we'll work it in the schedule. Right now, I totaled everything up. We have a total of about 17 games that are on stream mid playthrough. There's not enough days in the week. There's literally, and even when I sometimes do like a early day stream and then like a night stream, there's not enough time even doing like 2 different games a day. If I really went hard like that, it just still wouldn't be enough. But yeah, I think Borderlands 2 has kind of fallen off my list. I'm not really... I like it, but I'm not really... We're not really continuing it. And I gotta check with Uriah about Gears 5. Gotta do that. But today, I'm actually going off schedule. I know we had Thief scheduled, but I've been watching gameplay of this game, and I keep not playing it, because last time I played it, I don't think we have a date for the last time I played it. But Devil May Cry 5 is what we're gonna pivot over to. Because I think we played it maybe once for like one stream, and we just loved it. And then it just fell off the list of games that we were playing. With probably just so many games that came out last year. And it's a beautiful game as well. So I'd like to jump back into that today, and we'll continue our playthrough of that. And I'll have, of course, have all the VODs organized nice and neat for you on that, just in case you want to go back and see what happened before today. Yeah. Yeah, but I'll pivot over to that. Should be updated. Says it's updated. Hopefully it works. I know last time we repaired some files and I did test it, but I haven't tested it since. So didn't get a chance to test it today. Also, you know, just quick promo stuff before we jump in. Photography, got a new post in there of the new lens I got here for the Canon 60 Mark II, which this new lens is a pinhole, which you can't see because there's just not enough light in the world. Well, maybe a little bit. Yeah, very, very small opening there, and there's literally not much to it. It's a zoom lens, and the hole is the size of a pinhole. As well, even the box doesn't show it properly, but yeah, it's literally just a tiny little pinhole. But it gets sort of these, you know, you have to take long exposure shots, and it sort of gets this soft artistic look to all of your photos, and it's extremely complicated to take photos with that, but it results in really interesting stuff. And usually when you're looking through the viewfinder or you're trying to look on the display, everything shows up way too dark. Even when you're outside in bright sunlight, it's just because the opening is so small. You just have to know what settings to set your camera at, and then snap the photo, and then, you know, just see what happens. And then you have to look at the photo after you take it, and then realize, okay, are these the right settings for what I'm trying to get, or did I frame the photo in the right way? So I mean, this is like, that's hard mode for photography, max difficulty on this one. I have other lenses that are manual, but none are quite as difficult as that. That's a whole new level of learning. Yeah, this is a nice camera. It's been incredible. That's the Canon 60 Mark II. Picked it up last year. That was my big, you know, sort of big expense of the year. And I paid for it already in photography gigs and commissions and work and just fun stuff that I do with it. You know, it's, you know, even in just the sense of value has paid for itself. You know, it's been worth it. You know, it was not a frivolous expense or anything like that. Because now I have that, and then I have my Canon Rebel T5, which is my starter. You know, this is what got me into DSLRs. And the Rebel series is good because it's right around $500 or so, or I think it was like $450 actually, and this came with 2 lenses and a bag, and that's like more than enough to get started, right? And that was killer, and it just started the love. So yeah, definitely check the link there for the photography blog if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I think that's all the promo I got for you guys. But yeah, if you're not already in the Discord, that's the best way to be informed about everything that's going on, whether it's me, the community. We're always talking about games and comics and different news in there and stuff like that. We got a lot of Destiny stuff in there, of course. I like to stay in tune with some of that. All right. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and switch over to Devil May Cry 5. Really enjoyed the chat today. I think we had some really cool, interesting stuff. Definitely also check out, if you didn't already, check out our good buddy Uriah and his take on the whole PS5 at E3 situation. Really interesting point of view on that one. I like it. He's a good friend of the stream here. Alright, so let's get rid of our topic of the day there. Sure, we'll have plenty of other opportunities where we'll be talking about different games and game releases. I'm sure that topic will return several times throughout the year, but we try to mix it up, try to have something different that we can talk about every day. It'll be fun. And so we're trying to start out streams with the whole just chatting thing, and I think it's worked pretty well so far. I think we've had some nice chats. And it's been civil, which is key. We don't want to isolate anyone, make people feel unwanted. All right, I'm gonna cut the music right there, and I like to shut the stream down, start it back up whenever I input a new title and stuff like that. That way it can be, as far as Twitch, I don't have to do any cutting into two separate, VODs and whatnot. I feel like this is the easy way. It's preemptive and it works fine. And it kind of separates for people that want to watch, the just chatting part, they can find that easily. And for those that are more, can't wait for the gameplay part, they can watch that. Okay, I was typing Devil May Cry 5 and it literally just took away. Really? Okay. Had to type the whole thing. Alright, but we'll be right back. Just one moment.